pig at the door, Granny.
Great galloping gizzards.
Well, how do you like it? Spent all morning just getting ready for Dash.
But you wasted your time. You got a date with Elvis.
I don't want a date with him. I want to get a job acting in his new TV series.
I'm sure he already has a leading lady.
I want to show him I can play romantic leading man parts. I want him to stop thinking of me as just an intellectual.
He'll look at you in that get-up and he'll want to stop thinking of you, period.
Sorry, miss. Me, Dash, Jethro. Well, you sure got a pile driving fist. Are you hurt? Nah.
Of course he ain't. You can crack boulders with that head of his.
Feels like concrete.
Thank you. Dash, take a look at me and tell me what comes to your mind.
Halloween?
Oh, I want a part in that new TV show you're doing.
Golly, Jethro, I don't think...
Oh, come on now. Don't you storm me like Mr. Chapman, the head of the movie studio, has been doing. I've been going down there every day for acting audition. And all I keep hearing is, Mr. Chapman's out of town. Mr. Chapman's out of the country.
He may be.
No, he ain't. It's Mr. Chapman I keep hearing it from.
I thought you only acted in the movies, Dash.
I couldn't turn this one down, Granny. It's the first series I've been offered with real quality and sophistication.
What's it called?
Bachelor Sheriff Knows Best.
Howdy, guys. Miss Jane bought her that bathing suit. It's the first time I've ever seen it. Ah! Cover your eyes, hide your eyes. Anyway, go put on the rest of that bathing suit.
This is all it is to it, Granny.
Then I'm going to call Miss Jane and tell her she's been slickered. There's not enough suit there to cover a fella.
Yeah, it's great.
Jethro, can't put my finger on it, but there's something different about you today. Have you lost weight?
You dumb old girl. This is my new leading man image. Oh, come on, Dash. I've been a part in your series.
It's all cast, Jethro.
Oh, there must be something I can do for you.
Yes. Take off that silly wig.
Oh, all right. It ain't true the blondes have more fun anyhow.
Come on, everybody, let's go swimming.
Hey, wait, I can't go. It'll ruin my makeup. Keep your head out of the water. Hey, that won't help. I got it all over me.
Why?
Well, I figured if you didn't need a cowboy, I could play Indy.
Jethro, I'm sorry, but there just isn't a part for you in my series.
Why not?
Well, I'll square with you, Jethro. It's a Western. You can't rope, you can't ride, you can't fast draw, and you can't act.
See? You can't give me one good reason.
Granny, believe me, there is nothing indecent about that bathing suit. Why, I bought one just like it for myself. No, I am not kidding. Yes, I'll tell Mr. Drysdale you called. He's in a meeting with Mr. Chapman, the head of your movie studio. I don't know what they're talking about, but it must be money. When Mr. Chapman came in, he was crying.
Bachelor Sheriff Knows Best couldn't have missed.
Oh, stop crying, Chapman. You've only lost a television series. It's not the end of the world.
But Mr. Clampett's studio is out millions in potential profits.
Well, it is the end of the world.
Television is the real loser. Bachelor Sheriff is going to be something new. Something other than a rehash of last season's hit show.
Really?
It's a rehash of every hit show since 1948.
So, that's why you named the hero Howdy Doody.
Dash plays a widower lawyer, dying of an incurable disease, who takes his little daughter and her collie dog on a wagon train to Tombstone, where he becomes marshal and tracks down a one-armed man who gave him amnesia.
Sounds terrible.
I know, it's a sure winner. The little pink child star that's playing the daughter, Debbie Dimples, came in with impossible demands.
Then write her out of the script.
I can't. That's one of the success elements I stole. The hero must be a widower with a sweet little dependent.
Well, then let it be a monkey instead of a little girl. Jungle series are very big this season.
Yes, a monkey. You know, I was so busy stealing from the old shows, I forgot to steal from the new ones. Hold it. Rip Rock will never go for a monkey as his co-star.
Don't tell him. Put the ape in the right clothes, and he may never know the difference.
We'll be going to find one. All the big-name monkeys already have their own series.
I know one we can get right up at Jed Clampetts' house.
Not Jethro.
No. I'm talking about talent. Ellie Mae's chimpanzee, cousin, what's her name?
Milburn, this is the co-starring role. We can't use an unknown.
He won't be once the series is on the air.
Well, I guess Otto von Schlepper, the director, could give her an audition.
Just wait till you see her. She's Judy, Tita, King Kong, all rolled into one. And can she act?
Well, I hope so. I can't risk the series on just another pretty face.
Hi, it's some stranger and Mr. Chapman from a studio.
Well, it's about time. Jethro's been at him all week to get him an acting audition.
Well, I come all the way up here to see him. I hope the boy's ready.
Mr. Clampett. Annie. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Chapman.
Oh, I'd like you to meet a new director I just brought from Europe, Mr. von Schlepper.
Howdy, Mr. Schlepper.
It is Von Schlepper.
All right, Von, you can call me Jay. This here is Granny.
Howdy. I can give you something to cure that tit. Might be able to grow hair for you, too.
Mr. Clampett, we have a wonderful part available in the new Dash Rip Rock television series.
Well, you come to the right spot. We got a real performer in this family.
So we hear.
Yeah. Where is the, how you say,
In the house. You wait right here.
Yeah.
Jethro! Jethro, get down here. Mr. Chapman and the movie director's here. Want to audition you?
Oh, Dash must have called him.
Jethro was telling me about Dash's new TV series. Your coming by is going to make the boy powerful happy.
Well, if this audition works out, we're all going to be powerful happy.
Hey, Jethro. Jethro, this is Mr. Schlepper. I mean, Von. And you know Mr. Chapman.
Howdy.
I'd like Ellie Mae to meet you. I'll go see, can I find her? This is your big chance, boy. Do your stuff.
Don't worry, Uncle Jet. Get a look at this Valentino stare.
Well, good luck, boy.
What's wrong with that Jethro? He looks like he ate a bad knockwurst.
Never mind. Here comes the real monkey.
Oh, she's a knockout.
Oh, sure. She's got a good figure, but can she act?
I will pull it.
Good. She cannot be any worse than Dash Rip Rock. Let me have anger. Now, show me sorrow.
A shiner. She's as good as Debbie Dimples.
She's 10 times better than Dash Rip Rock.
Oh, God, who'd they come up here to audition? That blame monkey or me?
Show me passion. Magnificent.
A star is born. Does this mean a part in Dash Rip Rock's television series?
The co-starring role.
Your uncle will have the contracts ready this afternoon.
Yeah!
What's wrong with that nut?
Oh, a bad knockwurst, for sure. I know heartburn when I see it.
Hello, Miss Hathaway.
Oh, my gosh. Hello, you should have told me you were coming.
Well, I have just come to the studio. Excuse my word.
Oh, well, you can go right in. Mr. Chapman, Mr. Drysdale, I'll see you when you come out.
Well.
Oh, no hurry, of course.
Bessie the Chip is going to be the hit of the new season. We ought to call the show Frontier Monkey.
I don't care if they call it Frontier Money. It's going to make us all a potful.
Mr. Drysdale, Mr. Chapman, I've just come from the studio to ask a favor.
Well, name it, as long as it costs under $9.95.
No, it isn't money. It's about Jethro. I want to get him a job in the new series. Anything at all. He's so eager.
Jerky Jethro? Are you kidding? We'll need someone to handle the monkey. Yeah. Dad, we've just come up with a job for Jethro. He's going to work with your co-star.
Oh, great. I hope she doesn't mind. Jethro acts a little goofy.
Oh, no, she won't mind. Your co-star's a fun-loving little monkey herself.
A real swinger.
Well, she ought to be. I'll bet you're paying her a lot of bananas for this job.
Oh, Dad. Take a look at my hair.
Yeah, I see it. I didn't know it was that windy out.
This is a hairpiece. I borrowed it from one of the girls in the secretarial pool.
Oh, well, I like your own hair better. This is all drab and stringy around the edges.
That part is my own hair. Dash, isn't there a scene from Bachelor Sheriff I could help you rehearse?
Hey, there is one I'm having trouble with. The saloon fight.
I meant a love scene.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Hathaway. This is a true Western. The only thing in it I kiss is my horse. Hello, Mr. Clampett.
Another cowboy. Oh, this place ain't starting to look like home on the range.
What are the cowboys here?
Well, I don't know. He may have gone a little overboard.
I'll be right down. Yippee!
Well, now I know why cowboys ride horses. You sure can't walk in these boots.
You all right?
I don't know. There's a sharp tingling sensation shooting through me.
Well, I'll fetch Granny.
Here's the trouble. I was sitting on one of my spurs. Here you are. Well, all set to go to work on Bachelor Sheriff. You already know about the job?
Well, yeah, I'm the co-star.
No, Jethro. Mr. Chapman meant you're going to be working with the co-star.
Well, yeah, you. I'm your co-star. You're my co-star.
Jethro, there's something I got to do.
Hey, can't it wait, Dash? I got to practice my roping. Only learned how 20 minutes ago.
You're wasting your time.
No, I ain't. I'm awful good, but I ain't perfect.
That's the wrong end.
Yeah, thanks. Watch. I'm going to lasso that vase over yonder. First, you twirl on over your head like this. Then throw it all the way back. And then you give it a big yank. Doggone it, Granny, come back here. Uncle Jed, Granny run off with my lasso.
Hey, Jethro, I found you the perfect horse.
Great, I got my saddle out back. Is it a stallion? Is it white? Is it fast?
If it can move at all, you better get on it and ride for your life.
How come?
Otherwise, when Granny climbs out of that rose garden across the street, you're going to get one humdinger of a saddle sore.
Boy, Granny sure gave Jethro a blistering for tossing her in the rose bushes, didn't she?
Could have been worse.
Yeah, I could have got a hold of him before she did and really beat him up.
Ellie Mae, you can't blame Jethro for not liking the horse you brought home. You got to admit it ain't exactly what Hoot Gibson would ride.
But then Jethro ain't exactly Hoot Gibson either.
Oh, you noticed that too, huh?
Besides, I couldn't get old Boulder Belly a little white bronc. But them saddling on it, why, it'd be wore out in 10 minutes.
Well, with this horse you got, what's on it ain't the worry. I'm just hoping what's under it holds up. Hey, that is one gallywumping heap of horseplay.
Why, he weighs almost a ton. He's what you call a Clydesdale. I named him Clyde.
You should have named him Oversized. That horse must stand 18 hands high.
Jethro's gonna sure sit tall in the saddle.
I don't know. After the high tanning he just got, it'd be a spell before he does any saddle sitting at all.
I haven't showed you my fast draw yet.
Well, go ahead, Joe.
You show me yours first.
All right, count three.
Three what?
You know, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Dash, you better play the part of the bachelor. If we'd been having a shootout just then, you'd have more holes in you than the back road to Bug Tussle. Watch this. Both guns.
1, 2, 3.
Fast, huh? Bet you didn't even see him come out of the holsters.
Jethro, you should have put blanks in those guns.
Oh, I tried shooting bottles with them things, but I couldn't break a one.
Oh, never mind.
Hey, I can do better than that.
I think you better get up on your horse. We'll forget about the fancy gunplay.
Why, Dash? That was just an accident.
I know, but another one like that and you'll be the first cowboy in history wearing open-toed boots. Whoa there. Whoa. Easy there, fella. Easy. Take it easy. Steady, big fella, steady. If that horse was any steadier, he'd be dead.
Stand back there. I gotta get down to the movie studio and have some publicity pictures took. Hey, how's my saddle look?
Beautiful. Adios, amigo.
Chili con carne.
All right, big fella.
Up, boy. Hi-ho, Clyde!
I gotta change that name.
Hi-ho, Clyde! Away! Pound them hoofs. Faster, boy, faster. Fly like the wind. Could I talk you into a slow walk?
No, you're just wasting your time. That horse ain't going nowhere.
I know that. Do something. I got to ride my mount down to Mammoth Studios and sign my co-star contract.
Well, I can't do nothing. Clyde's a draft horse. He won't move unless he's pulling a wagon.
A wagon?
Yeah, that one yonder.
Uncle Jed, I can't ride to the movie studio pulling that thing.
Well, it's either that or drive the truck.
There's a choice for you.
I'm a cowboy. I can't drive a truck down to the movie studio, and I sure can't ride a horse pulling that wagon.
Well, there's a third way. You can have the horse pull the truck.
I know a fourth way. You could stay at home.
Doggone! It's the blasted old wagon up. I just hope Hopalong Cassidy don't see me.
Well, I'll hook it up, but you'll have to ask Cousin Bessie before you go anywhere.
What do you mean?
Well, Clyde won't pull his wagon unless Cousin Bessie's riding in it. They've got to be hair-turned fond of each other.
There's one courtship I don't hold much hope for.
Who knows? Around this place, anything can happen.
Now, hold on. Do you think that I'm going to ride down to the movie studio through the middle of Beverly Hills, riding this plow horse, pulling that wagon, with that monkey in it? What kind of a jerk do you think I am? Doggone it, Bessie, quit making so much noise. I don't want to attract no attention.
Where's that monkey, Larry?
How should I know? She's supposed to be here.
Hasn't even signed a contract, and already she's showing up late. Larry, did you ever use a circus in a picture on this lot?
Yeah, a few months ago.
You better call them. I think they forgot their freak show.
There's our star.
What an eyeful. What a knockoff.
Thanks, Vans. Hey, bananas. Hey, how'd you know I'd be starved? Hey!
Oh, it's you again. How's your heartburn?
Jethro? Say, what are you doing with that monkey?
Carrying her to her dressing room. Nothing's too good for the co-star. Bachelor Sheriff knows best.
She's a co-star? Bessie?
That rare combination of beauty and talent.
What about me? What about this outfit I bought for me?
Well, if I were you, I'd hang on to it. You never know when they might need a replacement for Captain Kangaroo.
I ain't no kangaroo. I'm a star. Anybody can tell I belong right here in show business just by looking at me. Hey, say, mister, I bet you know why I'm here.
Yeah, and you're late.
God!
Well, Mr. Chapman, Mr. Slipper, come in. Jethro's been expecting you.
Now, I hope he wasn't too upset about the misunderstanding over Cousin Bessie. He drove his wagon out of the studio at full gallop.
The trash man didn't even have time to empty his second barrel.
Jethro's all through wanting to be a co-star and dash a series. All he cares about now is Bessie making good.
Oh, what a sweet boy he is.
Sure.
Well, where is Bessie? We have the contracts right here.
Well, just a minute. I'll fetch your agent.
Our agent? That's right, sweetie. I'm Bessie's 10%er. So whifty-bo-dee.
Whifty's a pretty good nickname for you. You sure come down them stairs fast.
Uncle Jed, will you fetch Bessie?
Sure, boy.
All right. Listen, you two. My Clyde, Cousin Bessie, has got to have co-star billing, script approval, and an awful good hairdresser. Plus, she gets 10,000 bananas a week, which I get 10%, or 1,000 of them to eat for myself.
Ridiculous. We'll just get another monkey.
Well, not like Bessie, you won't. Well, you see what I've done for her. She's going to be a real big star.
No.
All that sweet, naive, little girl quality, it's gone.
Now she's just another Hollywood glamour puss.
Hey, wait, we can make a deal. How about 1,000 bananas a week? Or what about 500? I'll give you a couple of bunches.
My size, so I thought, oh, good morning, Chief. Chief? No, it wasn't an animal. It was just my boss. He either has heartburn or he's had to spend a lot of money. Listen, I better call you later. Bye.
That goofy wife of mine. That's what I get marrying for love.
Oh, well, I see it isn't heartburn. How much did she spend?
$2,500 for a statue.
Really?
Yeah, something called Ecstasy by Carl Bach.
Oh, one of his original metal sculptures. How exciting. Well, you might even win the Beverly Hills Culture Committee Award.
That is the only reason Margaret bought it. $2,500.
Oh, Chief, it's a great work of art. You'll enjoy it.
Why, is it deductible?
No, of course not. What does it look like?
I haven't seen it. I only hope with a name like Ecstasy, it has something to do with money.
Morning.
Howdy, what can we do for you? I'm supposed to unload this at 518 Crestview Drive.
Well, that's this address, but
You ain't leaving your junk around here. That belongs in the city dump.
I'm inclined to agree with you, lady, but it says right here, Mrs. Melbourne Drysdale, 518 Crestview Drive.
Well, the number's right, but the Drysdales live yonder.
Oh, yeah?
Now, hold on. Miss Drysdale don't hold a cluttering up the neighborhood neither.
That's right. It puffs her waddle up just having us here.
Well, I don't know nothing about waddles. All I know is she paid 2,500 clams for this, and I'm delivering it.
I'm Mrs. Drysdale. I've been waiting for you. Why did you pull in here?
Take it easy, lady. There's been a mix-up.
Well, drive over to my place at once. I don't want these peasants ruining my masterpiece before you drop it off.
Excuse me, Miss Drysdale, but it looks to me like it's already been dropped off a couple of times.
And run over by a cement truck.
Maybe you better send for one that ain't smashed up.
This is the work of Carl Bach.
Well, if he's the one that done it, he ought to either fix it or pay for it.
I might have expected it. Every time I come over here, I'm presented with another display of your abysmal imbecility. This, my dear Clampetts, is ecstasy.
Well, thank you, Miss Drysdale. We enjoyed talking to you, too. Well, just the other day, I said to Granny...
Howdy, Al.
Boy, will you look at that. Ain't that something?
Well, I'm glad to see that one of you is properly impressed.
I sure am. Anybody hurt in that wreck?
Oh!
That ain't no wreck, boy.
Well, then what is it? We don't know. But she sure traded a lot of good eating for it. 2,500 clams.
Granny, I think out here that means money.
Darn tootin' it does. Clams is going for 79 cents a pound.
I hope the weird-looking thing on that truck isn't what I think it is.
Afraid so. It's your wife. What'd I say?
Come on in, Mr. Drysdale, Miss Jane.
That truck is delivering Mrs. Drysdale's new art masterpiece.
Art masterpiece. Hogwash.
Hogwash is right. I just paid a fortune for a statue that's nothing but a pile of scrap metal.
Now, you might find you like it after they get it all put together.
It's already together.
You're sure coming apart. Help him in, Jed. Ellie, run fetch my jug. He's shaking like a 50-cent ladder.
Well, I don't see why. I was just saying Mrs. Drysdale might win an award with her new sculpture.
Yes, from the Junkman of America, prize chump.
Really? Congratulations.
Jethro, I was referring to the Beverly Hills Culture Committee competition to find the finest example of privately owned art.
You mean she's going to try to win with that pile of, that thing on the truck?
Maybe they'll give her something for keeping it out of sight.
Granny, you must observe the sculpture in its symbolic terms. It portrays man in a moment of rapture and exhilaration, uplifted with joy, transformed by his love of life. You must see it as the artist sees it.
Miss Jane, there ain't enough in this jug to get me that pickled.
Come on. I want to be there when they unload ecstasy. They might drop it.
Small chance of that.
I know, but we can hope.
Well, I don't see no way to help them, so let's go on out back and get that kindling split.
I have half a mind to paint a picture that'll knock that cultural committee right on its pillow push.
Well, Granny, all you ever done is decorate churns and whitewash fences.
It's only a step from there to the big time.
What you gonna paint?
Everything. Animals, people, Jethro.
You reckon you'd get to be world famous?
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Art talent runs in my family. My late third cousin was a famous painter and poet.
Who?
Who? Great golly whoppers. I thought the whole world heard of Homer Gribble.
He was an artist, huh?
And poet. That man thought up and painted every Burma shave sign in Pike County. Run and get some brushes. I'm picking up where he left off. I only wish you was here for inspiration, Cousin Homer. But as long as you ain't...
Boy, chopping all that wood sure gives a fella appetite. I could eat a boiled mule.
Instead of victuals, try to think of a way to help Mr. Drysdale win that art award.
Jed, you're gonna be so proud of me.
You've been painting the fence, huh?
No. Do you remember my third cousin, twice removed, the great artist and poet?
You mean Homer the sign painter?
Well, I'm carrying on his work. I was gonna do myself a painting for the contest. And then I said, what would Homer have done? So I'm giving my painting to Miss Drysdale so she can win.
Well, that's sweet of you, Granny.
Yeah. Jethro! What are you doing?
You always said when you was making up cakes that I could lick the mixing bowl.
There was enough batter for 2 cakes in that bowl.
It was awful good, too. Just a waste of time to bake it.
I want to see your picture. What's it up?
Jethro! I've done them from memory.
Well, ain't that something? From memory, huh?
It weren't hard. I just closed my eyes and painted the big food chute like I remembered him.
Jethro, Granny's come up with a way to make Miss Drysdale happy.
You mean we's moving?
We's gonna give the Drysdales something to win that award with. A real art masterpiece.
Forget it, Uncle Jed. I seen Granny's painting. Who ever heard of a railroad tunnel with teeth in it?
I'm not talking about that. Come on.
I got to finish this first.
Why?
Goes with the cakes I ate. It's the icing.
A. Allen Art Gallery. A. Allen speaking. Oh, yes, my dear neighbor, Mrs. Fisk. I wanted to thank you for that seafood casserole you gave me. It was yummy. Now, why would my pussycat want to get in your azaleas? Oh, very well. I'll have my gardener attend to them. I'm hiring one. I called the employment agency this morning. And, yes, I know, but if you'd stop being so nasty, I think a gardener and his helper just came in.
Jethro, you sure this is the best art masterpiece store?
Yes, sir, Uncle Jed. The telephone information operator said this here A. Allen is the #1 in the listings.
Good. We'll ask him, can we look at his stuff? Howdy. I'm Jed Clampett, and this here is Jethro.
How do you do?
We'd like to ask a big favor. Now, you could put in a fish's eye what either of us knows about art, but we'd just like to be showed around and told what's good and what ain't.
I'll see. First, how much do you know about azalea plants?
Well, to tell you the truth,
Oh, heck. There ain't nothing Uncle Jed don't know about growing things.
Very well.
They used to say, if it grows, he knows.
They did. How charming. Here's my home address. The lawns need mowing, the hedges trimming, the borders are overgrown, the place is a mess, and I want it cleaned up.
But,
And when you're through at my place, go next door and see to my neighbor lady's azaleas.
Mr. Allen, we don't want to appear lazy or nothing, but you mean we got to do all this before we can even look at your paintings?
Certainly.
Well, couldn't we just kind of jog through quick like?
Now, see here, boy. And you too, Uncle Judd, was it? I want this work taken care of without delay. But when you're finished, we'll see about a tour of my gallery.
But,
do you have any complaints about the money you're getting?
Our money? No, except there's too much of it. It's fine.
Very well, then. Ta-ta.
What's ta-ta mean?
Probably got a stuttering problem. Don't say nothing.
For my Jethro painting. I need just a little cattywampus, Granny. Yeah, might be a little tad out of kilter. After all, a hammer and a saw ain't exactly tools for artists.
Why don't you have Paul make you one when he gets back? That looks a mess.
What did you say?
Well, I said I'm looking for Beth. It's pretty near monkey feeding time.
Oh, well, I'll come to the kitchen with you. I've got to use something other than a butcher knife. It ain't no good for artistic carving.
What you gonna use?
I think I'll make better time with a potato peeler. Hey! You hairy little tree toad! I'll pluck you bald all over. Look, she ruined it. She spoiled my masterpiece. Why did she do it? Why?
Well, Granny, I reckon Bessie don't know much about art, but she knows what she likes.
There goes my chance to be world famous. There's only one of those in any artist. Sorry, Homer.
At least Miss Drysdale still got a chance of winning. It's a pretty fair likeness of some blue bananas.
Bananas? That don't look no more like bananas than that statue of hers does a man.
Is that what that junk heap's supposed to be? Well, she just might as well cover it up and forget it.
Ellie, you said cover it up. Ellie, you and me is gonna fix Miss Drysdale's statue.
Fix it? Well, I bet you Miss Drysdale won't even let us near it. I bet you Pa won't like the idea neither.
I bet you you're wrong, 'cause nobody's gonna know that we is doing it. Come on.
Granny,
whisper, Ellie. Don't give us away.
Drysdale's got the statue covered up.
Yeah, probably ashamed of it.
Hadn't we better go and get the mud?
Yeah, and remember, walk like a corn shock.
I'm so sick of mowing grass. I don't think I'm ever going to eat greens again.
Cut 4 or 5 acres. Too bad Mr. Allen's yard wasn't marked off better.
Yeah. If that ball hadn't hit me on the head at the 9th hole, I'd still be mowing that golf course next door.
Well, twixt that and the 2 yards we cleaned up, I believe we've earned our favor from you, Mr. Allen.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, there's been a terrible mistake. The employment agency called. I checked and phoned my house, but you'd already gone. Oh, it's awful. A man like you, a man with all your money mowing my lawn.
Don't worry, I think we've done a pretty good job.
It's not that. What can I do for you? Oh, my gallery's at your disposal.
Well, we's looking for a real good painting to buy.
The best one you got.
Oh, well, I have just the thing. One of our most celebrated artists, Juan Hypo. It's called Blue Bananas.
Bananas ain't blue. Pitiful. Looks like something a monkey would paint.
It's priced at only $1,500.
Well, we were looking more for painting of something real. You know, people. Maybe a horse.
Ah, you mean a painting of Van Gogh, Toulouse-Lautrec, Cézanne, Modigliani.
That's an awful long name for a horse.
You know, I think I have just the thing for two gentlemen of high sophistication, obvious refinement, and artistic savoir-faire.
Yeah, but what about us?
Oh, I meant you. I have something in the back room I've been saving for a special customer. It's a genuine Rembrandt.
Hey, Uncle Jed, I heard of Rembrandt. He's that guy that made the movie about. The little bitty French fella.
Any painter that's good enough to get a movie made about him ought to be good enough for us. Go tell him we'll take it. Well, I want to thank you again, Mr. Allen.
Oh, it's one Allen.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. One Allen. Well, bye.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, the pleasure's been all mine, believe me. Ta-ta.
Too bad. It's just that one word gives him stuttering trouble. Something. Well, let's go. That is, as long as you're sure we got us a genuine Rembrandt.
Don't worry, Uncle Jed. As you get better educated, you just know these things. Besides, it's signed right down at the bottom, big as life, Sam Rembrandt.
Yes, Mrs. Drysdale, as chief judge, I can say your Karl Botch sculpture will probably win the award.
It's not often you see a botch like mine.
Yes, all right. I'm a great admirer of Karl's. He's so modest about his work. Says he owes everything to a painter he knew as a boy. A chap named Homer Gribble.
Well, I'm quite busy, and I know you want to get started with your judging.
Yes, and we're so fortunate to have Mr. Curtis for the contest. He's so astute and discerning, so clear-sighted.
Hello? Oh, Mr. Clampetts. Oh, what a surprise. Who? Oh. What's you?
What is it?
Howdy, Miss Drysdale. We know how strong you feel about that contest, so we went to the best art store in Beverly Hills and got you a genuine Rembrandt.
Really? Oh, how wonderful. I'm so thrilled I don't know what to do. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Why are you so happy? Are they moving?
They're giving me a Rembrandt.
A Rembrandt? His paintings cost a fortune. He's the Dutchman that cut his ear off.
You oafish money lender. That was Toulouse-Lautrec. Mr. Clampett, could you bring the painting over to the house and place it near my sculpture? Good. I'm going to unveil them in about an hour, and I want you as my guests. Oh, no, not at my place. Can't you just look over the hedge? Fine. Ta-ta.
I wish I knew what that "ta" word was. Miss Drysdale has trouble saying it, too.
Shall I take the painting over?
Yeah, and leave it someplace near her statue. I'll see can I find Granny and Ellie.
I swear them corn shocks was moving. Heck, everybody knows it. Ain't got no corn shocks in Beverly Hills, especially moving ones. I must be seeing things. Excuse me, mister. For a minute there, I thought you was a corn shock. Uncle Jed! Hey, Uncle Jed!
Looky there. There's little cupids with wings on. And that's all they got on.
I bet they found it in the attic to give to Miss Drysdale.
We ain't giving nobody nothing that looks like that. I gotta get to my paint. Homer, I'm sorry to bother you, but I need your help again.
Before we unveil my my Kaulbach and my Rembrandt, which I haven't even seen myself yet. May I say how delighted I am to have as our art critic, Mr. Harold Curtis.
Thank you, kind lady.
Time for the unveiling. At least they got a chance of winning now.
Yeah, wait till you see the painting we got him.
I did. Shame on both of you.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Just keep your eye on the statue.
I already seen it.
That's what you think.
And now, Judge Curtis, if you will unveil my masterpieces. My original Botch and my Rembrandt. My Rembrandt, it's ruined. My Sam Rembrandt. Sam Rembrandt!
Granny, what'd you do to that statue?
Oh, it's just mud, Paul. It'll wash off after she wins.
Gotta admit it's an improvement, but you should...
Oh, look, Miss Drysdale won. He's giving her the prize.
Mrs. Drysdale, you trailblazer of the arts, I hereby present you with the Culture Committee Award.
Oh, you're not serious. For these?
Oh, no, for that, the abstract.
You mean what Bessie is holding?
Ah, it's magnificent. And it's easy to see who Bessie belongs to. You have a very lovely daughter.
How about that? Beat out by a monkey. Thanks for nothing, Homer.